Good Sunday morning, everyone, from Garden State weather meteorologist Robert Smith. It's 8:03 on this beautiful sunny morning here in New Jersey, but not so for Florida this morning. This is the video forecast discussion and the cams this morning on October 6, 2024. Right now, there's a rainbow in the sky over Naples. They had some rain overnight, and you can see it's been pretty wet this morning. Pretty calm seas right now, but this area here in Naples at 77 degrees this morning is going to experience another wrath of tropical weather coming up this week. On the critter cam from Webster, New York, it's 46 degrees in the pumpkin patch in Chile as the squirrels get out to play. World Trade Center, sun coming up over the Empire State Building here, the World Trade Center actually, and it's 55 degrees. A beautiful morning on the Hudson River this morning. Earlier this morning, it wasn't raining, but it is now in Dublin, and it's about a little after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 57 degrees. Lots of people walking around with umbrellas and hats and watching all the glittering light trees, Christmas trees, at the top of the Temple Bar in Dublin, Ireland. Lake Michigan is looking beautiful this morning at the sunrise. Grand Haven, Michigan, 64 degrees at 8:04 this morning. Look at the nice waves. And of course, in Washington, D.C., it's a sunny morning, temperature 57. That's looking good. Silver Beach Cam, St. Joseph's, Michigan, also looking good. 72 degrees this morning. Hillsborough Lighthouse in Hillsborough Beach, Florida. Lots of clouds this morning. Lots little waving in the trees here at the tower and the palm trees here. 79 degrees. Nashville this morning is looking quite quiet, 63 at 7:05 this morning under sunny skies. Brown County leaf cam in Nashville, Indiana, lots of morning fog or dew on the cam this morning, 66 degrees. Pensacola water sports cam in Gulf Breeze, Florida. It's looking nice and quiet, flat clouds in the sky this morning, 73 degrees. In West Palm Beach and the islands of Honduras. We visited this cam many times. It's 84 degrees at 6:06 this morning. It's beautiful out there. And back at the Rutgers University Meteorology Program in New Brunswick at Cook's College, it's 53 this morning with very little wind at all to report. Seabright at by the ocean here is 62. Atlantic City also the same. Harvey Cedars, Long Beach Island, the same. Seaside Heights 61 and Point Pleasant at 60. Chilly morning. With radiation cooling in northwestern New Jersey, Sandyston 39, 42 at Peak West, 42 at Hackettstown, 43 at Basking Ridge, and Walpack. And if we get into the air temperatures right now, they're climbing back up from the upper 40s into the low and mid 50s, even a few 60-degree readings here right by the water this morning. And we had some chilly morning to start out here. In northwestern New Jersey, we had a couple of temperatures here in the 30s, like Walpack, which is in the valley, and also Sandyston, and also Basking Ridge. And Parsippany was at 51 this morning, but you can see that it was a chilly, fresh autumn start to this beautiful day. And of course, we've had no precipitation, very little, if anything, in the last 24 hours or so. And we're not really expecting anything except a couple hundredths of an inch of rain overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning, and then just a basically beautiful forecast. But we are going into a drought. We'll show you that in just a moment. On the geocolor, it's lots of clear skies, IR band showing the same thing, and the water vapor channel, lots of dry air in place. We have been abnormally dry in the New Jersey, New York City area for over a month, maybe a month and a half now. So the areas in yellow are abnormally dry, and some of these areas down in Ocean County and also in Burlington County heading into drought territory here. Through upstate New York and southern New England, I checked out some of the cams this morning. They're getting close to peak color for the fall foliage thanks to the dry weather and some of those crispy nights that were out there. Here in northwestern New Jersey, from the Forest Service here in New Jersey on Friday, October 4th, last report until tomorrow. We're showing some color and changes in these trees and some near peak here, especially up towards High Point Today's going to be a great day to be outside anywhere, uh, doing just about anything if you're in the New Jersey, New York area, Philadelphia as well, Maryland, Delaware. This morning had a little bit of fog this morning, but that's all burned off right now. We're at 52. It feels like 57. Clear skies right now. Pollen is still very high, and we're very little wind coming out of the north right now. Humidity 69%, visibility better than 10 miles, air pressure 30.18, high pressure's in control. Dew point is comfortable at 44. If you're looking for a forecast for great fall weather, for doing anything like leaf peeking, um, going to the parks, basically picking up pumpkins from pumpkin patches or Halloween festivities, this week's weather is going to be sublime because we're not really looking at any kind of major precipitation in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area this week at all. Just a little bit of rain here overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, and that's just about it. Right now, the wind is very calm. It's out of the west-southwest or north, actually. It's showing up on the maps here at about 9 miles an hour. And the dew point's 44, humidity 69%, UVI index is 4. We're getting lower in the sky now. And the air quality is good at 24. Allergies are high. It's grass. It's dry. Ground is dry. 83 on the pollen count. Visibility is better than 10 miles. High pressure in control. And we're losing more sunset now. Sunset now is at 6:29, and it was at 6:59 this morning. And the next phase of the moon is 23%. Next full moon, October 17th. You can see the airflow now coming out of high pressure, centered basically right over us. That's why we have very light winds this morning. This is a cold front that will be providing some light shower activity, maybe even a thunderstorm or two in this region here during the course of today and tonight. But this will kind of move through with a wind shift and then cooler, drier weather coming in for the first part of the new week. Meanwhile, down here, we have Tropical Storm Milton, and it's caught up between this upper level ridge and a weakness in the upper level trough. So this is going to cause more rain and more problems here. That's already occurring right now this morning in parts of Florida. A lot of things going on in the tropics here. This is Tropical Storm Milton this morning, 50-mile-per-hour winds right now. But this is an old stalled out frontal boundary, so there's a lot of rain here occurring over parts of Florida this morning. Some fire weather dangers here into the north, and just dry and beautiful weather here in the northern New York City metropolitan area. On the aviational weather deck and also the marine area, we don't really have too much going on. We have basically VFR conditions for flight today, light variable winds becoming south-southwest as the high moves off the coast at about 5 to 10 knots. VFR to start, maybe some sub-VFR at the northern terminals. The showers move through late tonight, early tomorrow morning, potentially resulting in those brief IFR conditions, south to southwest winds at 5 to 10 knots. Then go back to VFR again on midday Monday with a brisk wind, winds becoming northwest at around 10 knots. And the outlook for Monday night through Thursday, VFR, no significant weather is expected. We do have small craft advisories on the ocean fronts here for seas building to 5 to 7 feet with southwest winds switching to northwest with some gusts up to 25 knots. With the cold front moving through overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning. An isolated thunderstorm also can't be ruled out late tonight. That's going to be probably non-existent. Monday night, small craft advisories, conditions anticipated, seas 5 to 7 feet, fair weather. Tuesday through Thursday, 5-foot seas may linger into the daytime on Tuesday. Otherwise, no marine headlines anticipated through Thursday with fair weather. There is also a mission now from NOAA 3, Miss Piggy, going into Milton this morning in the Gulf of Mexico here, and it's finding stronger winds atop of this developing storm. Once again, the NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft finds a stronger Milton right now. Risk of life-threatening impacts increasing for portions of the Florida's west coast. Right now at 7 a.m. this morning, it's about 345 miles to the west-northwest of Progreso, Mexico, 860 miles to the west-southwest of Tampa, Florida. Maximum sustained winds have now increased over the last couple of hours to 60 miles an hour, so this is definitely going to become a hurricane very shortly. Present movement is to the east at about 5 miles an hour, but that's going to change too. And at minimum central pressure is 991 millibars. So there is a lot of things going on here. So the storm is actually going to look like this. Rainfall potential in Florida, and especially off the west coast of Florida into Tampa area and Naples, is going to be increasing as we get through midweek and into later this week. So there is a flash flood potential also for the Tampa Bay area and north of that. So we're going to be monitoring this for the greatest flash flood risk over the next 5 days. And this includes the rain that's falling today, plus the development, and then eventually the crossover of what's going to happen with Milton, Hurricane Milton, when it becomes one. Arrival time of winds will be late Tuesday here along the west coast, about 8 o'clock, and then out southeast of Savannah, Georgia, and north South Carolina here out into the ocean. So I'm going to be monitoring all of this because they certainly don't need any more problems out here after Helene went through. So the key messages again is there an increasing risk of life-threatening storm surge and wind impacts for portions of the west coast of Florida late Tuesday and Wednesday, and they should residents should ensure that they have the hurricane plan in place once again. Again, the normal things: areas of heavy rain impacting portions of Florida Sunday and Monday. That's going on right now, well ahead of Milton, and heavy rainfall more directly related to the system expected later on Tuesday through Wednesday. And this rainfall could bring the risk of flash and urban and aerial flooding, along with minor to moderate beach flooding. This is this morning's run of the GFS for Florida forecast loop out to about 10, 15 days here. But these amounts here, out over the Gulf, over 32 inches of rain, Sarasota and Tampa, 6 inches of rain, and even parts of the East Coast here, West Palm Beach, and this is over a total of about 10 to 15 days here. We're dealing with a lot of rainfall here, even down towards Miami. So back into the Atlantic, here's the showers and thunderstorms now over Florida and the southeast here, and here is Milton. So Milton is not really getting involved with this situation just yet, but it will be. And then of course we have Hurricane Kurt. So, now we have 60-mile-an-hour winds in Tropical Storm Milton here in the Gulf of Mexico here. We have Kurt moving out to the north-northeast at about 23 miles an hour. And this is Hurricane Kurt. So maximum winds are 105 miles an hour. And then we have Leslie here. And Leslie looks like it's going to move in this direction too. So it's going to be out into the open waters of the South Atlantic, and Kirk is going to be heading towards the shipping lanes and England and Ireland over the next couple of days, right through Thursday. Tropical storm watches will probably go into effect for the west coast of Florida here later today from the National Hurricane Center, as more planes are going to be flying through, Air Force planes as well. And the storm is still here in the Gulf of Mexico. This is the old stalled-out frontal boundary, and this could become a major Category 3 storm as it approaches the Tampa-Sarasota area by midweek. Not good. Elsewhere in the tropics in the eastern Pacific, we have this formation chance over the next 48 hours. Again, showers and thunderstorms off the coast of southwestern Mexico, where we've seen this all season long. Area of low pressure, gradual development is possible, and this could form into a storm over the next few days as it moves west-northwest, roughly parallel to the coast of southwestern Mexico. The system could bring again another bout of heavy rain over portions of southwestern Mexico during the next few days. Chances of development in the next 48 hours is about 40% and 60% in the next 7 days. And thankfully, all things are quiet right now in the Central Pacific.